Shockwave therapy actually helps to improve cellular metabolism, which will increase blood flow, leading to improved motion, decreased pain, and increased strength. It's really amazing because the machine itself uses pressure waves to get deeper into those tissues that are sometimes hard to reach with our hands in order to break up scar tissue and bring regenerative healing that comes through blood flow specifically to those tissues. Shockwave can be used for many different things, but particularly in this clinic, we use it to deal with fascia and tendons. You see, fascia and tendons do not have good blood supply on their own, which makes them more difficult to heal. And fascia is everywhere in your body. You literally have fascia from the top of your head to the tip of your toes. You also have fascial slings that sling your organs into place. And when that fascia gets damaged, overstretched, traumatized in any kind of way, it's difficult for it to get normal blood flow because it doesn't have a great blood supply on its own. And fascia can be difficult to deal with when you're just dealing with it with your hands because there's so many layers to it throughout your body that it can be hard, especially to get to those deeper layers. The more superficial layers, you can use your hands or manual therapy in order to be able to stretch and move them. However, those deeper tissues can really cause some digging, and sometimes that digging's not super comfortable. EPAT, extracorporeal pulse activation technology, more commonly known as shockwave, is amazing for dealing with those deeper fascial issues. So you may have fascial issues in your abdominal cavity where your organs are getting squeezed or tightened. This can lead to things like incontinence, constipation, low back pain, SI joint malalignment. By loosening up the fascia in the abdominal cavity, we can help get everything moving more correctly. The fascia gets cellular metabolism, the organs get better blood flow, the low back gets more motion, leaving your whole body feeling better. It's really been amazing to see how all of this can be connected to so many things like SI joint dysfunction and even sciatica. Now, one area of your body that you have a lot of fascia is your plantar fascia, which is on the bottom of your foot. And if you've ever suffered with plantar fasciitis, you know how painful it is, literally from the very moment you put your feet on the ground. And frankly, as a manual physical therapist, the plantar fascia is really hard to treat because A, it's pretty far from the heart, which means it doesn't have the greatest blood supply. And B, it's a really thick piece of fascia, which can make it really, really difficult to do manual therapy on all the different layers. So what we've been doing in the clinic is using the shockwave in order to improve the cellular metabolism, and then we can get in there with our hands and do the joint mobilization or whatever is needed to heal the issue that caused the plantar fasciitis or the root issue in the first place. The same thing can actually be true for the IT band or IT band syndrome. Now, some people will do some really aggressive techniques, including foam rollers and racquetballs, and sometimes this can lead to trauma in the IT band and actually cause scarring down. So now you have fascial issue along with a scar issue, which altogether means a lack of mobility issue. When we use the EPAT technology and the protocols that we have specifically designed, we're able to loosen up the IT band so it's able to move more freely. Improving the movement of the IT band also helps to restore more blood flow to the IT band and the muscles surrounding it, thereby decreasing your pain. When you combine the Konvalin method of manual physical therapy along with the EPAT technology, amazing things are happening. We have seen people who've been struggling with chronic neck and low back pain that just never seems to hold with traditional manual therapy, and they're able to extend the benefit of their treatment sessions. And eventually, when we extend it far enough, it reaches up to the next treatment session. This helps to improve the outcomes at every single session, which then means you're able to become more independent. Because again, the goal with the EPAT technology is to improve the cellular metabolism and restore normal blood flow. This isn't a tool that you're going to have to rely on for the rest of your life, but it is a tool that can be very, very helpful to get you over the hump and get you back to living the life you want to live. Another stubborn area of the body that has constantly been a struggle is tendons. So tendons attach muscle to bone. And again, do not have the best blood supply on their own, so they can take a much longer time to heal. Improving the cellular metabolism in the tendon and utilizing your body's natural response to increase blood flow helps these tendons to heal faster, which also then removes the trigger points or those hyperirritable bands that you find in the muscles. Many people, once they experience a shockwave treatment session, actually get off the table and are pain-free, which for some of these people, they have been in pain literally for years. It gives them hope that this problem can be solved, and it can be solved for good. Now, you may have heard of the benefits of shockwave for things like aesthetics, so beauty, for body sculpting, as well as dealing with cellulite. Now, that's not how we use it in the clinic here. However, I will say I have seen cellulite reduction due to the fact that the fascia is moving better. Or maybe it's just that the cellulite is in between the skin and the fascia that we're trying to treat. I'm not exactly sure, but we have definitely seen cellulite reduction over the areas that have been treated. Although our protocols are not designed specifically for that, it can be a nice bonus. So if you're interested in learning more about the Konvalin method and how we're pairing it with this EPAT technology, simply fill out the form in the link below or get in touch with concierge at pt4eb.com. We look forward to seeing you in the clinic and seeing the results you get from the EPAT technology paired with the Konvalin method.